because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. Circumstances don't make the man. They only reveal him to himself. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Whatever can happen at any time can happen today. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Money grows on the tree of persistence. Freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of men's desires, but by the removal of desire. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget tossing in the lifeboats. Give a bowl of rice to a man and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. To wish to be well is a part of becoming well. Receive without conceit. Release without struggle. No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. Think of each failure, each heartache, and each loss in your life as a lesson in courage and resilience. The poorest man I know is the man who has nothing but money. A friendship founded on business is better than a business founded on friendship. We cannot become what we need to buy remaining what we are. If your only goal is to become rich, you will never achieve it. One day your life will flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching. If you want to get rich, think of saving as earning. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. He who works all day has no time to make money. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. But life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. No man can escape his destiny, the next inquiry being how he may best live the time that he has to live. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. It is our attitude toward events, not events themselves, which we can control. Nothing is by its own nature calamitous. Even death is terrible only if we fear it. If evil be said of thee, and if it be true, correct thyself. If it is a lie, laugh at it. Attach yourself to what is spiritually superior, regardless of what other people think or do. Hold to your true aspirations, no matter what is going on around you. The human soul develops until death. Never put off treatment until later. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Any excess is contrary to nature. Idleness is the source of all vices. Where there is no idleness, there is no evil. In despair, the sick person brings himself closer to death. If you live in harmony with nature, you will never be poor. If you live according to what others think, you will never be rich. Learn to be indifferent to what makes no difference. The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. Confine yourself to the present. No man is free who is not a master of himself. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking. Man is not worried by real problems, so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Respect the past. Be open to the future. Life is available only in the present. That is why we should walk in such a way that every step can bring us to the here and now. Opportunity does not knock. It presents itself when you beat down the door. The root of all evil is not money, but the lack of money. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill provided, but use what we have wastefully. Stay calm and serene, regardless of what life throws at you. Spend your money on the things money can buy. Spend your time on the things money can't buy. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. If we command our wealth, we shall be rich and free. If our wealth commands us, we are indeed poor. Accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Be humble to those who praise you, pleasant to those who honor you, kind to those who cherish you, good to those who love you, and generous to those who adore you. Wealth, like happiness, is never attained when sought after directly. It comes as a byproduct of providing a useful service. Life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you react. Money grows on skills, not trees. Your life improves once you realize no one cares. You can learn more in 1 hour of doing than 10 hours of listening. Sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go, but rather learning to start over. You should have ways of making money that other people know nothing of. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. It is wrong to assume that men of immense wealth are always happy. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. A man should never neglect his family for business. The only beautiful path is the one you create. Taking money never gets boring. Giving money gets boring quickly. Fear is not a good teacher. The lessons of fear are quickly forgotten. Two classes of people lose money: those who are too weak to guard what they have, those who win money by trick. They both lose in the end. Walking is man's best medicine. Life is short, art long, opportunity fleeting, experience treacherous, judgment difficult. The doctor heals the disease, but nature heals. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. Time always contains an opportunity. Only a pure heart can recognize a beautiful and a happy soul. It is far more important to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. Any excitement and strong manifestation of feelings is dangerous. In everything, a slow transition from one to another is important. Marriage is a fever inside out. It starts hot and ends cold.